Hello, everybody. I'm the okayest bassist, and this, I believe, is a kit instrument. So I found this at a local guitar shop. Shout out to Zombie Guitars in Heron, Illinois. They had it marked for $250. I'd gone there months ago, went by again, and they still had it. So I thought, hey, what the heck? Might as well see how it is. Played it. It sounded super quiet, especially on the bass side. But when I looked at it, it just needed a setup. And I offered to do a setup, and they were like, hey, we'll make you a deal if you want to take it. Nobody's even been interested. So I was interested, and I took it, and I got a deal. I believe it's a kit because there's nothing on the headstock. There's no branding anywhere. It's obviously like a Jackson style headstock, but this is obviously an Explorer body. Jackson doesn't have an Explorer. The closest thing they'd have would be like a Kelly Bird. So that's why, especially with the way that it kind of all matches in tones, I believe it's just a kit instrument. But that doesn't stop it from being nice. I mean, it's 5 strings, so that's good. It has all Gotoh hardware. I'm sure the camera is not going to pick that up, but they are sealed back, small, probably 3/8 tuning heads. They don't seem to add a whole lot of weight. I mean, it's an Explorer, so it's got this big arm on the front, so of course it's going to have some neck dive. But all in all, the Gotoh tuner, and I'm sure this is a Gotoh bridge, and it is an interesting design. High mass bridge. Looks to have a plate installed underneath. There was probably an issue with string height, so they installed the plate, or maybe it's part of it. I'm not sure. But it has the things that I like, but it does them in interesting ways. The intonation is typical, adjusted with a screwdriver at the back. String height, as typical, has a couple of screws that you put your Allen key in it, turn them, and it raises one side, then the other, back and forth. However, it has string width adjustment, but it's done on this little wheel. The wheel is on a threaded spline, and when you have no tension on the string, you can manually spin the wheel, and it'll slide across those, rolls really, across those threads from side to side so you can set your string spacing. Was helpful on here because the G string was about a millimeter or more sideways, so there was a bunch of room for it on the edge of the fretboard, so it's moved all the way over. And then the B was right at the edge of it, so if you played it, it was likely that you would hit the rounded edges of the frets and it would roll off. So I have it moved over. So I really like being able to adjust string spacings for that reason, that you might not want your strings right at the edge, or you might want all the room you can possibly have. The pickups seem to be just a generic pickup. They don't have any naming on them, but they are good. Once I got it here, got it set up, the pickups were pushed in tight as they could be. So of course I lessened that, pulled them up a little bit so they were closer, but of course they're not hitting the pickup at all from the strings. But all in all, it has been a neat little bass, and for $250 it was well worth it. It sounds nice. It has good output. It is definitely more noticeable on the treble side than it is on the bass side, but it is now hearable. When I tried it at the store, you had to really hammer on the bass side to get anything out of it. But all in all, it's not like me doing a review on this is going to help anybody, because none of you are going to be able to go out and buy one of these, because I'm pretty sure this is the only one, and I don't even know what kit this came from. So I really can't help you. What I can say is, from the kits I've looked at, and I'll try to put like a picture of it here or a link in the description, it does look like it could be from the Australian company Pitbull Guitars. They have a kit that looks very similar to this, but I can't guarantee that. But either way, as always, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.